Okay, thanks, Anita. Well, do you ever hit the snooze button 4 or 5 times in the morning just to avoid your job? Do you stay up at night dreading the next workday? Well, now is the time to do something about it. And master career strategist and author Ron Nash has the tools to help you find that dream job. Ron, thank you.
Thank you so much.
So much talk in this economy. A lot of people just trying to hold on to the jobs that they have. Is this really a good time to be going out there trying to find something new?
It's a great time. Actually, my strategy is really dialing with people and talking to people specifically about what they love.
So by finding out what they love, you can sort of develop a plan to help them get there, correct?
Absolutely. That's exactly my point. I've been a headhunter for the last 14 years or so, and my real purpose is helping people define what it is that they love, what moves them, what makes them excited about going to work every day. And
you can get there even if the economy is kind of in the dumps.
Absolutely. You know, I recently had a situation where I coached an individual, and she was in HR for a long time, very successful person. And I said to her, I said, hey, listen, what is it that you love to do right now? Because obviously you don't want to keep going down the road you've been.
Right.
And she says, you know what, if I could do anything I wanted to, I'd open a bed and breakfast. And I said, really? So then we set a strategy for doing that. Getting clear is the first strategy that I usually apply. It's like, okay, what do you really want to do? Number two, how do we do that? If money wasn't an option, because a lot of people think that things like money is an option. So we got rid of that because it's just an illusion. So once she was able to see clearly that money wasn't an option and that she could really approach her dreams, a month later she bought a building in Niagara Falls and opened a bed and breakfast. So she didn't let the idea that she had to do certain things stop her from living her dream. And that's, I think, where my coaching truly comes in at.
And I think so much of that, it's so overwhelming when you think about everything you have to do to open a bed and breakfast or to get into a new field. So it's nice to have some steps to help guide the process. Now, you mentioned a couple of them, and we do have a few. We're going to put them back up on the screen. You mentioned the first two. The third is have a definitive process. What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, one of the things that I've noticed over the course of the last 14, 15 years is most of the candidates, whether they're PhDs, MBAs, coming right out of college, they don't have a strategy, a definitive strategy to find a career or a job of their dreams. Most people start by maybe submitting resumes to Monsters or online, and they do that over and over and over without any results, and pretty soon they get frustrated. One of the things that's extremely important is that you have a very definitive process. Know what resources are available to you. There's a new social networking, career social networking site called LinkedIn that many people are familiar with. There's a way to use LinkedIn to your advantage where you can actually meet people in companies before you even interview and get a sense of what the company's about. So that way you can determine, hey, is this going to be one of my dream companies on my list of dream companies?
And maybe even get your foot in the door there.
Absolutely. I give strategies for doing that in my book.
Okay. A couple other things. You want to take immediate, massive action. Of course, be accountable for your actions as well. You want to get the word out. So have an elevator pitch. Very quickly, what is an elevator pitch?
Very simple. You know, for instance, I wrote a book called How to Find Your Dream Job Even in a Recession. And what I started doing was calling all my friends saying, hey, listen, I wrote a book called How to Find Your Dream Job Even in a Recession. You know anyone who might be able to use that kind of information? I've been a headhunter for the last 15 years and I'm extremely excited. I want to help as many people as I can. Is there anyone that you can put me in touch with? So one thing leads to another. For a candidate, from that perspective, it's the same thing. Hi, I just graduated from college. I have a master's degree in X. I'd love anyone's help in my friend circle to help me get somewhere in a company where I can use my background. So what you want to do is be very clear about what you're thinking. Set your target in your sights for where you want to go and tell as many people as you can. You never know. Your neighbor may have the answer to your dream job.
Very true. And one final tip, know the 12 secrets, and you've got something over there, right?
I have a 13th secret.
A 13th secret, okay. What
this is only for you today.
Okay.
You have to have a...
Oh, we got to take a look at this. If we can show this for 1 second, this is fantastic.
You have to have a dream job cape.
You're a superhero, you know, when you're going out there and you're putting your resume and yourself out there, you got to think you're a superhero.
You know, you have to have fun also. I think that's extremely important in the process. I'm a fun person. I love having fun. The process of finding your dream job or career takes a lot of work. You got to get in there, have a process, but make it fun, put a lot of energy into it, and have someone who's going to hold you accountable.
Okay. Ron, we're out of time, but we do have some information that we just put up on the screen about the conference call. It's absolutely free. You can dial in. There's the phone number right there. Enter the access code, and hey, you can talk about finding your dream job with you for, gosh, a good hour, hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for joining
My pleasure,
us.
my
Really
friend.
great